Okay, 9 honors kids. This video is going to be about the Pythagorean theorem, inequality. Pythagorean inequality theorem, okay? But first, let's talk about Pythagorean triples, all right? So let's talk about how you would generating Pythagorean triples. Okay, so x greater than y, a would be equal to x squared minus y squared. Okay, so let's say 2 is greater than 1, right? So a would be equal to 4 minus 1, or 3. Okay, b would be equal to 2 times x times y. So here, b would be equal to 2 times x, which is 2, times y. So that would be 4. C is equal to x squared plus y squared. So c would be equal to 2 squared plus 1 squared, which is equal to 5. Okay, 3, 4, 5 is a triple. Okay, let's do it for a couple more, right? Let's say we have 3 is greater than 1, right? So we would have a equals, now this 3 is greater than 1 means x is 3, okay, y is 1. So we would get a equals 3 squared minus 1 squared, which is 8. Okay, b is equal to 2 times x times y. Whoops. Okay, which is 6. C is equal to x squared plus y squared, right? So that would be 3 squared plus 1 squared, which would be 10. So this would be a 6, 8, 10 triple, which is just a multiple of the 3, 4, 5 triple. And let's look at another one. Let's say 3 is greater than 2, right? X is 3, y is 2. So we would have a equals x squared minus y squared. Okay, so that would be 9 minus 4, which would be 5. B is equal to 2 times x times y, 12. C is equal to x squared plus y squared, 13. Okay, sorry, I hit the mute button by accident. 5, 12, 13. That's a triple. Okay, so you get the idea, right? Anyway, the triples that I recommend the kids memorize are 3, 4, 5, because you can generate any multiple of that. So, 6, 8, 10 is the same. It's just a multiple of that triple. Multiply it by 3, multiply it by 4. Get the idea? Those are all 3, 4, 5s. 5, 12, 13. Multiply it by 2. Multiply it by 3. Multiply it by 4. You get the idea? Okay. All right. 8, 15, 17. Any multiples thereof. And 7, 24, 25. I suggest you memorize those. Okay? All right. So, what's the Pythagorean inequality theorem? You know the Pythagorean theorem, right? Is for right triangles. So, a triangle is a right triangle if, and only if, the sum of the squares of the legs equals the square of the hypotenuse. Okay, you've heard it, a squared equals a squared plus b squared equals c squared. It doesn't have to be that. It could be x squared plus y squared equals z squared. Okay, these are just variables, okay? So, when you have a right triangle, let's say we have this leg A, this leg B. We square those legs, add those squares, and they literally equal the square of the hypotenuse. Now, let's imagine that we made this an obtuse angle, right? Doesn't that mean that C would be larger than it was? Okay, so if that's the case, think about it. A squared plus B squared, when you square them, now C is larger. So A squared plus B squared would be less than C squared. Sorry, that's so messy. Okay, so this would be an obtuse triangle. And then if you wanted an acute triangle, okay, in that case, A squared, oh, and the acute angle here is angle C. I'll call this angle C. Okay, so it's commonplace sometimes to name a side the same across from the angle, just with a lowercase letter, just an FYI, okay? So to be an acute triangle, A squared plus B squared, C would be getting smaller, so it stands to reason that it would have to be greater than C squared. Okay, so we'll be working on this in class. I hope that, this has helped you. All right? Thank you.